What makes a fire hydrant so special? You can't park in front of it, right? There's only one per block usually. They're very controlling of their territory. What makes a fire hydrant so special? Simply put, it saves lives. Saves lives, the most noble possible job you could possibly have. It's the most noble role. But if you stop to observe a fire hydrant, 99.9% of the time, it's getting splashed on by passing vehicles if there's water. It's getting relieved upon by passing dogs. It's the place where people stop to tie their shoes. So imagine if one day a fire truck pulls up to the fire hydrant and it's time. There's a fire. It's ready to save lives. All the good that exists within, all the beauty of this that this person holds within, all it has to do is let it flow. The fire, now you call on me, now you're giving me attention. Where were you all the time when I was being this and all that, all the negative things the fire hydrant's useless. It's no longer a fire hydrant. The title which made it so special, the one thing that made it so important, it's no longer useful. All the fire hydrant to do is get out of its own way. Get out of the noise of the feelings that it's feeling, but instead it's going to focus on the negativity, how it's feeling at the moment, the thing that happened in the last second, as opposed to allowing the opportunity to just flow, to be self, to give from oneself unconditionally. That's all a fire hydrant has to do to then be qualified as somebody that saves somebody's lives. In a relationship, if we're able to ask ourselves, what is it in this moment that I'm trying to actually accomplish? Not to get bogged down by the distractions, by the levity, by the negativity of the day-to-day grind. As human beings, we have a God-given gift that we can give to others infinitely without diminishing ourselves in the slightest. We don't hurt for it, we're not less for it, we only gain from it. So imagine when that time comes, you have an opportunity. Life is filled with these opportunities to compliment a spouse, to lift them up, to give from ourselves unconditionally. But we have those opportunities every single day. And that opportunity comes, and no, I'm going to complain about the little thing, that whatever it was that doesn't make me who I am. That's clearly not what makes me the unique person and the special person. But that's what's going to get me all hot and heavy right now. That's the whole purpose. We're missing the entire point. All we have to do is not let ourselves get in the way. Doesn't mean those gripes aren't valid. They could be. But I promise if you deal with them after an expression of gratitude, it's an entirely different conversation. Instead of weeks, if not years of damage that can be created in one moment of saying something in a moment of heat or anger, starting with an expression of gratitude could solve the problem. The problem may not even need to be brought up. We may solve it within ourselves before it even comes to the surface. All we have to do is let that flow. We are grateful people at the core. It's who we are. It's part of our DNA as Jews. And when we allow that to flow first, it makes everything else sweeter.